Got some pain in their life, you can see it in their eyes. They're changing at night, underneath the dark skies. Forced to become something darker inside. You can feel the switch, feel the shift in the tide. They keep desiring something that's more inspiring. Their brains rewiring, old thoughts they start expiring. They're never tiring, no, now they feel the fight in them. They feel the fire sweep, take over entirely. They feel it growing, it's showing the feelings. They keep overflowing, always stoking the fire. Adrenaline is overloading, hit the mat like a fighter. They never let up, never throwing, giving to their desires. No, they keep working on their focus. They feel the temperature rise, now there is no place to hide. You better dig deep inside and find anything, everything that you could ever need. Every breath that you breathe, dedicated to believe. Streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told, swore they would feast one day on their bones. Going to the streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told, swore they would feast one day on their bones. With the form of a beast, they took the form of a beast. 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 They're all gone now, so you better watch out. Reborn now, took a new form now. Straight beast underneath what you see. They gon' eat anything, everything, make them bleed, cut them deep. A villain origin story, tangled with glory, now it's looking stormy. Off in the distance, hear the roaring, thunder pouring, there ain't no ignoring. What they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told, swore they would feast one day on their bones. On to the streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told, swore they would feast one day on their bones. With the form of a beast.
All I'm gonna say, best of luck, everyone. Black, bold, and bodacious, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, whoa! That's Jocko! What the fuck? Team captain, the ball hammer connected! Oh! 1, 2, 3. Bye! Poke got pinned on his birthday. One. Everybody's running a champion. Oh, Dino! Oh, the briefcase! Merry Christmas! Divine intervention! She's not won a championship in a long time, but that is the perfect way to get a championship after a long time. That bold head gore, I was never in doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Earns her second championship. A former tag team champion, GMK! A Reverend wants Poke! Ace in the chamber, what do we do? Oh, okay, reverses! Okay, reverses, big clothesline! Looks to close it! Oh, he closes him in! Make him say Aqua, we set up for the finisher after this, surely. Ladies and gentlemen, and new! Big D, Venatos, and Fitzy Finger. I can't wait for the dumpster match. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Number one wrestling show in sports entertainment. Oh my god. Oh my god. Norm! He's hulking up, ladies and gentlemen. What's Bobby doing on Warzone? A choke slam to Eden. Romani got pinned. Romani got pinned! The greatest Intercontinental champion. All he needs to do is close it! Drew has buried the pop of Cole, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Smigo eliminated himself. Smigo just eliminated himself. Oh my God, it's Tony Stone! It's Tony Stone! The wise man! Go to sleep on Drew! Brian Curse is taking it, ladies and gentlemen. There was a back up that Zeke. Daniel is sucking. Oh, what is his fun doing here? Romanic's done it, ladies and gentlemen. Romanic is the new. He's elevated. He's back from sleep. Oh, it's him. It's him. Or will he pick Arcade, Queen of the Ring? Well, I've always been a fan of Key. I've always been a fan of Key. Spins him round for the first FaceTime of the show. It's Kid Daniel. Seconds after he won, all three stables have held the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, Ministry versus Ministry. Dragon Romanic inside Hell in a Cell. That's what we love. Fury wins again. 3, 2, 1. It's a Claymore. Ladies and gentlemen. Hidden blade in the ring. Get on Claymore to Ron. What did Ron do, ladies and gentlemen? I have a vagina. Dumb bitch. While Zeke being bent over. One kid. What the fuck? We will catch you in season number 4 for the final time. Until then, this is who we are. You could all go suck. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the Regentskid YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a KR day, and today is a rather heavy day. A rather big day, ladies and gentlemen. Arguably the biggest Fury match of all time. And there's not even a championship on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you back to yesterday's show of Rise right here on the Regentskid YouTube channel, O2 Arena in London. RK was forced after the main event to run a 10-man gauntlet. He kept on trucking right till the very, very, very end, until we saw big man Brian Damage, the man who lost his internet championship earlier on in the night. What happened next was absolutely devastating, ladies and gentlemen. RK, my twin brother, who, mind you, has been letting me stay with him since some unforeseen circumstances due to my real personal life outside of RPW. I've been staying with RK, and I do want to say RK did not return home last night, ladies and gentlemen. I've not seen or heard of RK since yesterday's show. I've not seen him in the arena. I've not seen him here today. Now listen. Hope. KR's been a big supporter. KR saw the light. KR understands that the ministry need adjusting. They need their parasites to be checked, but at a point that there starts to get questions of is it going too far? Of course, if RK does not show today, he will forfeit the main event, which means Lilith Lanza stays with Hope eternally, and RK joins the carnival with Daniel, ladies and gentlemen. The only way she comes back. I'm not questioning. I was just putting it out there for the RPW universe to decide. I was just putting out. I got a new haircut, guys. I don't know if you guys saw. KR got a new haircut. Ready for Fury. KR's not getting involved. KR's not questioning. I was just worried for my twin brother. I was just wondering if you've seen him, if you've heard of him. I've not seen him since yesterday's show, of course, running a 10-man gauntlet the day before you're taking on the biggest match of your career in the main event of Fury. Are the odds against it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just putting questions out there that have been asked. If RK is smart, he won't show up again. I've not seen him in the arena. So maybe I would hate for you to lose track of light. It doesn't end well for individual. I'm not like Twisted Hero. Flip-flopping left and right. I'm not like... It's RK's fault. At the end of the day, Lilith Lancer going is RK's fault. The carnival is happening because it was RK's fault. I was just wondering if, you know, the gauntlet into the main event... Leave... bro, listen... If they come at KO, I've got deflect, okay? I've got deflect, and you're the easiest deflectiveness superstar right now. You know? You're the one I have to deflect to, so... I'm sorry, listen, again, there's a lot of questions going around right now, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of questions going around right now. First things first, we spin the wheel. Will Crystal Crimson be defending here today? On Fury, Crystal Crimson, the first ever female to defend a randomizer championship in RPW. I'll be listening closely, Kel. Do not let me down. I will never hope. I've got a new haircut just for you. I would never. Hands are together. Daniel walks away victorious one way or another. If RK shows up, he's beaten, he's bruised, he's battered, he's mentally, emotionally, and physically drained. Daniel walks away easily. If he doesn't show up, Daniel gets the win regardless. So no matter what happens, Lilith Lanza is remaining eternally with hope, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just hoping his personal health... I know he's not been doing too well mentally recently, and now physically he's been beaten as well. I just wanted to make sure we knew what was happening. Crystal Crimson in a 6-man battle royale, ladies and gentlemen, over the top rope. Randomizer championship on the line. We have Crystal Crimson. We've not had a randomizer championship in a while, which is very, very exciting indeed. Eden Rose. Now, the question is Eden Rose even able to perform? I know she's been out injured. Is she even able to perform in the ring? I mean, Eden, if you're in the arena, that'll be down left to you unless there's a respin. That's completely your call. If you are fresh enough, that's up to you. That's a big name, of course. Anyone can appear now, ladies and gentlemen. Bold Brian, who's already in an 8-man over the top rope battle royale. Miss Rose, delightful. Crystal Crimson Rose. Let me see, I can walk down. Kira Frost. A lot of females getting involved. Eden Rose. In the randomizer, Alana Cara as well. Goodness gracious me. Bold Brian. Going to be the only male superstar in this one, but that's the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. That is the wheel. Last but not least, Twisted Hero can get involved, ladies and gentlemen, in a championship opportunity here on Fury. How very, very interesting indeed. How very interesting. Thappa, I don't care about FC25, my friend. I couldn't care less. So I don't want to see any of that nonsense over here. I don't care. I really don't want to be involved with all of that shenanigans. So it's a 6-man over the top rope battle royale, ladies and gentlemen. Dash is no longer on Fury. Dash is not in the arena here today, which is why Dash is not going to be involved in this one. So was it? Write down the names. Crystal Crimson, of course, defending. We have Crystal Crimson defending. We had Eden Rose, if she's ready to even be performing. We had Bold Brian. We had Alana Carr. We have Kira Frost. My God, stacked up. And we have Twisted Hero. I mean, there's got to be at least one bum in there. So that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really makes sense. This is going to be a fun one indeed. Really, really is. Really, really is. Read again. I think we got all the names that we need, if I'm not mistaken. on the pre-show here on Fury, ladies and gentlemen. And away we go, ladies and gents. This is gonna be rather exciting. Really is. Pre-show match, Randomizer Championship on the line. And here we go, Bold Brian Raft and Twisted Hero. We have some new cameras in the arena here today, ladies and gentlemen. Alana Carr, Crystal Crimson, Kira Frost, Bold Brian, Twisted Hero, Eden Rose. Eden, normally dressed in red, of course. Eden Rose. Oh my goodness, Eden Rose looking worse for wear, ladies and gentlemen. Eden Rose does not look good at all in that corner. I was wondering about the purple. Apparently Brett was as well. We have new cameras around the arena. And Eden Rose, there's been something going on with Eden Rose. Bob Brown, the only one left standing right now. Eden gets straight involved though. Miss Rose looks positively delightful. Apparently she looks okay. Says Hope Eternal. So if Hope Eternal says it, then it must be true. There's a Rose plant. Face first, out goes Alana Carr. As Twisted Hero goes after Eden Rose, 2 knees right to the face. Alana Carr first eliminated. Crystal Crimson wants to be the first female to retain the Randomizer Championship. Package Power Driver. We have 2 championship matches today, of course. The World Heavyweight Champion, Dragon Romanic, kicking things off. Still yet to main event on Fury is Dragon Romanic. RK still main eventing even when he's not involved. Eden Rose, again, is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Is really not looking good. Dumped over the top rope, and there's some, what looks to be blood coming out of her eyes. I feel like Eden Rose definitely needs to get a checkup after this one. Definitely needs to get seen to by the medical team. I mean, Hope Eternal says she looks good, so I guess if Hope says it, I mean, I guess it must be true, right? I guess it must be true. Nice power slam by Bold Brian. Still left standing in this one. Randomizer Championship. Anyone can go for this belt now. Let's take down by Bold Brian. Always good to see him. He's in an 8-man Battle Royale later today. Of course, so far he's one of the 0%ers on Friday Night Fury. Fury taking a note out of Warzone's book of having a Battle Royale for the 0% superstars. As Twisted Hero up against the rope. Bold Brian working away on Hero. Holds on to that bottom rope just about. Nicole O'Grady defending the Divine Women's Championship. I'm pretty sure, though, the Divine Women's Championship, I'm pretty sure... Oh, what a move. Wasn't that her third defense against Crystal Crimson yesterday on Rise? So I don't know why she's... I mean, I guess she could have chose to vacate it and have a limited championship match, but... Instead, she's defending again, which is interesting. Bold Brian goes out. We are down to 3. Twisted Hero been crying and moaning backstage. He's going in his Davey LaRusso depression arc of losing matches left and right. Have a championship opportunity here today. Of course, Phantom Dream walking away with the Junior Heavyweight Championship. You defend that 3 times, you get a mid-card championship. Well, if you choose to vacate, you get a mid-card championship match. Remember, you can choose either brand now as well. Twist of fate back here, Frost. You could choose either brand now, so it could be Hart, it could be Drew. Phantom Dream has a chance to go against Hart today. Maybe a little teaser for Phantom Dream. If he beats Hart today, maybe he thinks, okay, I can beat the Intercontinental Champion. Let me defend it 3 times, and then I can go at him for the championship. Which is an interesting thought process, if that's what he's going for. WMDE rooting on Twisted Hero. In this one, we are down to 2. Crystal Crimson might actually retain in our first Randomizer Championship match. Not a bad performance at all Down to the final 2. And here we go, Russian leg sweep. Twisted looking for his first championship in RPW. A lot of people get the randomizer as their first ever championship. Not a bad one to start with, of course, as it's all random, all up in the air. Anyone can be selected for it. Crystal Crimson sneaking her way out of that one. As Twisted, middle of the ring, is taking Twisted down on the ropes. And Crystal Crimson working away. There's the strength. Daniel wants Crystal to win, as do I. If Daniel says so. Oh, okay, I was going to agree. Twisted went over the top rope. Twisted's going to punch that foot away, though, and hold on just a moment longer. Irish whip. Twisted. Up and out! Crystal Crimson retains the Randomizer Championship. Goodbye, Twisted Hero. A title opportunity does not matter. Crystal Crimson in a 6-man over the top rope battle royale. Welcome in Sunel Games to the pre-show of Friday Night Fury, and that is a rather impressive pre-show victory for Crystal Crimson. That is how you get things done, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you get things done indeed. That was amazing. It really, really was. Twisted in the dirt. Twisted is your GOAT. What a win, Crystal Crimson. Holding on to her Randomizer Championship. That's how you get things done, ladies and gents. It really, really is how you get things done. Wow. Massive, massive, massive. So close, but so far. That was very, very impressive. Crystal Crimson, still your champion. Phantom Dream as the new leader. Well, you have to think about it, right? Because when Grin lost their match, didn't they kick him out from their leader? So now surely, now that he lost a match, do they not kick him out? Is Phantom Dream the new leader? Is Street Money coming back? These are the questions you need to ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen. These are the questions you need to start asking yourself. Is that how it works? I don't know. It very well could be. It very well could be. Big opener, of course, to start things off here today, ladies and gentlemen. Just like last week, Dragon Romanik is kicking off Friday Night Fury with a World Heavyweight Championship match today against Maurice Axel, RK's former tag team champion partner. Gonna be a big opener. Dragon defending again. Big opener, ladies and gentlemen. This is who we are. And here we go. with the opener. Ladies and gentlemen, World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. I also want to point out a new stage for Friday Night Fury, ladies and gentlemen. A new stage was implemented for today's show. Whether or not it's the future stage sticking around, I do not know. But a new stage. Oh, God, so good, man. That looks so good. Arcade copy match room as well. Where's Arcade today? We don't know. Will he appear in the main event? Is the question, of course. If Arcade does not show up, ladies and gentlemen, he forfeits the main event, which means he joins Daniel. He joins the enemy, and Lilith Lanza does not return to the ministry, does not return to RPW. She stays safely with hope eternally, ladies and gentlemen. The clock is ticking now for that main event. The clock is ticking. No one's seen or heard from Arcade today, anywhere, in any capacity, so gonna be an interesting one to see. Will he show that he doesn't care about Lilith Lanza at the most pivotal part when she needs him most, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, Ollie's booked today. Oliver freaking King's on the show against GMK, but of course, the ministry can't really help because Daniel's so obsessed with Arcade. Rightfully so, mind you. Rightfully so. This is Arcade's fault. He brought it upon himself for taking the World Heavyweight Championship off of Daniel, so rightfully so. Let's not get that twisted. However, Daniel wants to prove against Arcade. So whether or not Ollie gets a chance to help, whether or not Bobby, Divine Intervention gets a chance to help, we don't know. Lamin's still on holiday. BD and Poke have jumped ship. So who knows? Paper champion. Of course, Daniel, the former Regents Mania winner, former Case in the Chamber, two-time back-to-back King of the Ring winner. Main eventing over the World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen. You can't possibly be surprised. Parasites never truly care about each other. They run as soon as it gets tough, Hope. They run as soon as it gets tough. Oh my God, the crowd is moving. They're zooming and moving, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious me, everyone in attendance, did they get something under their seat today? That's not for Jesus. Could they break their backs? Fastest I've ever seen them move. Shut up, Twisted. You'll never be world champion. I mean, well, that is true. That is very, very true. So, that's a valid point. Daniel makes valid points. He makes valid points. Back-to-back King of the Ring winner. And that's what they're fighting for. World Heavyweight Championship. Whiplash everywhere. RPW's getting sued for sure. Even Phantom Dream doesn't believe in Twisted Hero anymore.
Introducing
that team's not going to last. 25,000 on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Like the stream if you haven't already, if you are watching on the tube. Maurice Axel against Dragon Romanik.
From Belgrade, Serbia.
World Heavyweight Championship is on the line to kick off the show. Back-to-back weeks where Dragon Romanik has kicked off the show. Oh, that belt is beautiful. His second defense already. I'm assuming if Dragon Romanik defends today, he will be going to Breakthrough as your World Heavyweight Champion. Again, who he faces at Breakthrough is yet to be seen. Nice super kick there. Right to the face. Down goes Romanik. Live up to your potential, Maurice. Again, Maurice, he had a lot of promise when he first came into RPW. He had a lot of promise. There was a lot of backing going for Maurice Axel, especially from RK, his former tag team champion partner. There was a lot of, he's a future Universal Champion. He's a bright superstar in RPW. There's a lot of promise, so going to be interesting to see. I mean, could you imagine Dragon Romanik loses today and doesn't go to Breakthrough as your World Heavyweight Champion? It's very possible. It's very, very possible. No, Phantom does believe in me. See, when you have to say it yourself, it just tells me that he doesn't, It just tells me that he doesn't. I don't know. There seems to be a lack of faith over there. Seems to be a lack of leadership and a lack of cohesion. As Romanik fats out that one, flow over. DT Prick, can we get the audio up to speed? Delayed audio here. One. Brett, what are we doing? Shocking stuff. Big chop across the chest. You'll hear that in 5 minutes. Nice slam down as well. Worst leader of all time. Could be a bit harsh. We've had some questionable ones. Could be a bit harsh. Some superstars just ain't meant to lead, though. You know? Some superstars ain't meant to lead. I have some... see, even Phantom says I have some faith. Doesn't even have full faith. Goodness gracious me, man. Goodness, what a day. What a day. Sun was shining out of the arena. Vesticles is on. Nipples are almost out. We're getting there. We're getting there for Tingle Time. We're getting there. I stood by your side. Worst leader of all time. Someone never saw happy. That's what I'm saying. We've had some times, Jocko, fan cam in action. There's been some times, that's for sure. There's been some teams. Hey, all these Carney... I'm not gonna say that. Chaos not gonna say that out loud. Chaos not gonna repeat those words. Right-handed by Maurice Axel. It's just me. I can't talk for you. Maybe Phantom Dream realizes now he's junior heavyweight champion. I mean, what's Twisted really done for Phantom Dream? He's not really done anything. Phantom's done it all by himself. He's 100%. Hate you to me? Me? Say it, KR, no balls. Twisted, who even are you? You just lost a match. You've lost like 3 matches this week. Who even are you? Nipples for free on YouTube. Not even OnlyFans. KR really wants some fans. KR's just on the right side of things in RPW. KR sees the light, okay? KR sees the light. We're talking about leaders in RPW. The greatest leader in RPW is Hope Eternal. She knows what's going down. She knows what's good for RPW. She's done what Cure couldn't do for 3 bloody years. So if we're talking about leaders, we're talking about Hope Eternal. And nobody else, ladies and gentlemen. That is for sure. Superstars pop out and back in. Little merry-go-round right-handed by Dragon Romanic. And again. Third one reversed, but nice. Kick to the face. I will win a match again. Apparently today just wasn't the day. You suck. You suck. Okay, taking a blow at Cure. Cure are just a B-Tech. Whatever their name are. Hope made me see the light. I don't know why you guys aren't saying. Half of you guys have called Hope Eternal your prestigious champion. And the GMK, you're one of them. Hero, you're one of them. You flip-flop every single day, Twisted. But GMK, you've said it as well. She is the prestigious champion. For a reason. You can't say that and then say you can't see the light. She is. There you go. So you see the light as well. So everything I'm saying is correct. Ramonic with the spear. Welcoming Cold Boy T, ladies and gentlemen. Fingers are up already. I think it might be done. 1, 2. Dragon Ramonic is still your RPW World Heavyweight Champion here on Friday Night Fury. Emphatic win from the World Champion. That's how you get a swift swift is what you call that. Will Ramonic main event with his championship is the question. He's been open in a couple weeks. Cold Boy says, Dragon, I'm coming for you. Wants a rematch. Ramonic takes his belt over to the corner. For the celebrations. Big, big win for Dragon Ramonic. The World Heavyweight Champion of Friday Night Fury. And a nice, solid way to kick off the show, ladies and gentlemen. Back-to-back weeks defending for Dragon Ramonic. Again, really wants to prove that he is the rightful World Heavyweight Champion. Wants to prove that he can maybe be the face of Friday Night Fury. Again, he doesn't really care about that. He just mainly wants to prove that he can be the best wrestler on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, if he keeps defending like that, he has a chance to do so. You know? He has a chance to do so as things advance with some tag team action. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Air Boom go 2-on-2 against the Fallen, Xander Evans and Draven Wild. Of course, the Fallen coming up with a win last week against the O's. There's been a lot of tag teams getting involved on Fury. There's a lot of good tag teams on Fury, that's for sure. A lot of strong tag teams on Friday Night Fury. A lot of good competition in the tag team division. We know Gore is a big fan of tag team wrestling, which is why he's drafted most of these tag team superstars to Regents Pro Wrestling's flagship show of Friday Night Fury. Xander with a reversal, starting in the ring with Mugiardi. As these two teams take each other on. The question is, who's going to take on the Fallen for the belts next? You know, you have the Chosen Future, you have the Smile, you have Air Boom. It's interesting to think about. Bullet Club, maybe Dragon Romanic, and who else on? Kala Kane is on. Maybe they team up. Who knows? You know, maybe they team up. Welcoming Kaiju Jaeger of World War Zone. Good to see you as always here on Friday Night Fury. Charmana bang. Big knee strike. Down goes Xander. Working on the legs. Oh, Mugi getting involved. Slow start with the Fallen here today. The Fallen had a really slow start to the season. Took a few matches to get their first win. Really, really slow start. Charmana in the Cruiserweight division, of course. The new Cruiserweight champion, 13 titles to his name. Took that belt off Oliver freaking Kings, former Bullet Club member. You got to ask yourself, are they getting rid of the wrong members, Bullet Club? Maybe Charmana has to go against Dragon Romanic for the World Heavyweight Championship. Maybe one of the Fallen go after their first World Championship. Draven Wild or Xander Evans. A lot of competition. You just got to find them. Xander with the hand across the throat. Ralph surely got to get him out of the corner, starting the count, but Xander, let's go. First pinfall by the Fallen. On Charmana, kicks out though. Draven not been involved, not been introduced to this match just yet. We have some good one-on-ones after this. Grievo in his first one-on-one back in over a year. And of course, we have Phantom Dream going up against the Intercontinental Champion. We have Ollie versus GMK. We have Kaiju Jaeger upgrading. Signing a new contract with RPW is Kaiju Jaeger. And ladies and gentlemen, he's been here since day one. And finally, Kaiju Jaeger has signed a bigger contract with RPW. This is the season we see Kaiju Jaeger as a world champion for more than like 30 minutes from Randomizer pay-per-view. This is the year we see world champion Kaiju driving wild. Tagged in for the first time. Much appreciate, Kaiju. Big congratulations on your new contract. Round of applause for Kaiju, ladies and gents. Getting a massive lifetime deal with RPW. Been here since the beginning. Fully deserved of it as well. Fully deserved of it. I'm hoping for a long and fruitful career in season number 4. Man, Air Boom been dominating today. The Fallen, they won those belts. Defended them at Mania. But man, oh man, they are just not looking good in season 4. I don't know what it is. They retained the belts at Mania after taking them off RK and Lamin. But they are just not looking up for it. Here in season 4, Mugiardi, you don't want to piss that big man off. You really, really don't. That's one superstar you don't want to get on the bad side of. Draven going to leave the ring, and does. Xander Evans with the forearm again, but Mugiardi not having none of it, dude. Not having none of it. Lovely. Slam down by Mugiardi, and speaking of slam down, bang. Could crush you in a half. I'm a Chelsea fan as well. That Chelsea contract extension. Zander getting splattered on the mat. Oh, look at the strength, though. That is near 600 pounds of meat. Slammed back first. There's the pinfall. Charmander not entering the ring. He does late, though. That's very silly of Charmander, 13-time champion. Very, very late, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very silly indeed. Very, very silly. 600 is crazy. He's a big boy. He's a big, big boy. See, now the smart thing from the Fallen would be keep Mugiardi in the ring. Because you know Charmander can't re-enter the ring with new RPW tag team rules. Keep Mugiardi in that ring for as long as possible. And one more pinfall, boom, and you have a win against your challengers. Look at the strength. Look at the strength. That a big man it is indeed. Might see him on TLC. Xander Evans going for a choke. Oh, how even get there? You can't even get those legs around his body. He can't get those legs around the body. He couldn't fully cinch it in on the big man. Couldn't fully cinch it in. I think Kaiser's been in the Performance Center. I think Kaiser potentially signing a contract in Regents Pro Wrestling. Mugi rolls out. Grievo wanted the tag then. Did not get it though, interestingly enough. Did not get it. He's before you. Oh, apparently he might be switching with Twisted Hero, I've heard. If Hero continues. That's just what I heard backstage. Might not be true, but just what I heard backstage. Someone said it to someone else, and I overheard someone talking about it with someone. You know, these things that they happen. A lot of talk in the backstage area these days in arenas. A lot of chitter-chatter. A lot of chitter-chatter. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you. All it takes from the Fallen is making sure Charmander couldn't break the win. They did not look good, though, the Fallen. For the first half of that match. They did not look good. But in RPW, you don't have to look good for the first 90%. It's just the final 10%, ladies and gentlemen. A cold welcome, Kaiser, by the way. Very, very interesting indeed. Very, very interesting. All it takes is the end. Ladies and gentlemen, all it takes is the ending and boom. Could be over. Big, big win, though, for the Fallen as they continue on their way as the tag team champions here on Friday Night Fear. And again, we know they are one of the best tag teams in RPW history. We know what they are capable of. So the fact that they win today against competitors, very, very big as things advance, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very, very excited for this one-on-one match. Grievo, former Intercontinental champion, is back in singles action against Chase Cruz. Very, very excited for this one. Both superstars with white, black, and green. Very technical wrestler is Grievo, as you can see. With the headlock in today, Chase Cruz. Also very technical, though. Getting involved. Ladies and gentlemen, has anyone seen Arcade backstage? Has anyone had eyes on the Wise Man? I've still not heard anything. I asked Brett to let me know if he's seen anything. I've still not heard anything. Is RK in the arena? I've seen the car he gets driven in. But that's probably just a minute. I mean, Ollie's here. We know Ollie's here. So that doesn't mean if it's not a Trace KR. Remember, if RK does not show up, Daniel wins the main event by forfeit, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel wins the main event by forfeit, so that would mean Lanza staying with Hope eternally. I arrived alone, so you told. Interesting. Ministry implosion. One way or another, I get a beautiful gift today. Ministry implosion was correct. I mean, BD and Pope, they already saw the light. They hightailed right out of there. Right out of there. Look at that, man. Grievo Good to have him back in RPW. Very, very good to have Grievo back. A real tenacious fighter is Grievo. I think it was very silly of RK. I mean, obviously it was GMK's fault. He booked it yesterday. A 10-man gauntlet for RK. Not really what you want to be going through before the biggest match of your life the day before. But maybe RK looked at GMK the wrong way, which is why GMK put him in that match. Of course, he pinned the likes of Twisted Hero, Luca Novak, JC, Brooklyn, Ethan Eclipse. Some other Ryan Curtis was in there as well. A lot of superstars going at RK. But the main, Poke, of course, as well. The main one, though, Big Man BD, former champion. Absolutely crazy. You will dispose of him, Daniel. Easiest match of my life. KR, aren't you on my side? I'm on Hope Eternal's side. I'm on the side of seeing the light, my friend. And Daniel said you booked it. I mean, you was the GM, which is what Daniel said. So the wheel landed on your name. So I'm just speaking facts right now. You had to book Rise. If needs be, I'll do double duty. If you're not too hurt after fighting GMK. GMK is a friend. Well, that's... Oh, there we go then. Again, I was just pointing out facts. GMK was the man. I didn't know if RK looked at you wrong. So I don't know. I was just trying to suss it out. I don't know the full facts. Daniel, is Ollie... If RK doesn't show, can Ollie take his spot? I mean, Daniel is, of course, in charge of that main event match. The stipulations are there, which Daniel has set himself. RK agreed to. I'm pretty sure in the stipulations it was no one gets involved, though. No, not allowed. There we go. I'm pretty sure in the stipulations it was no one gets involved. So no double duty. The stipulation was RK. That's exactly what I thought. Just clarifying for the parasites of the ministry. That's exactly what I thought. Grievo looking good today. Grievo looking very good. Lovely kick across the face. Grievo is cooking. Forearm to the face. Into another one. Ducks him in a kick bang. Down goes Chase Cruz. Hook of the leg. Remember, winner of this goes into a triple threat match against Hart over High for the Intercontinental Championship. Grievo's a former Intercontinental Champion as well. He was one of the first ever IC champions. Grievo with a bull hammer on the logo. Goes Chase Cruz. He's been watching Lamin while Lamin's away on holiday. Don't think Lamin's going to feel too kindly about people stealing his bull hammer, though, while he's away. But to be fair, when Sims went away, they all stole his Claymore. So I guess if you're not here working, your move is up for grabs. Grievo outside. Chase Cruz looking locked in now. The Cruz away. The chosen one. Lovely springboard maneuver. Chase Cruz is faster. Knee strike right to the side of Grievo. And of course, the Garden Court tournament continues today. Hope Eternal in action on Friday Night Fury. What a damn day. Hope and Dawn against Mozzarella Cheese and Noodle Soups. Of course, Noodle Soups is the #1 contender right now for Hope Dawn's Evolution Championship. So, a little bit of a preview with that one. He could have taken a pin right away in the gauntlet. However, his ego outweighed his care for Miss Lanza. Daniel's just scared because he can't beat me. The stipulation was RK. It was there in writing for everyone to see. RK agreed to it as well. Nice, famous. Down goes Grievo. Hope is Miss Lanza with you in the arena. Chase Cruz with the pinfall. No. Broken out of that one. Another forearm. Grievo. Oh, he gets caught by Chase Cruz. He gets caught by Chase Cruz. What a reversal indeed. Grievo sidestepping. Nice roll up. Oh, what a match. I was WMDE. You're on the wavelength with KR today. What a match indeed. Miss Lance is nearby. As I said, she would be. Well, that's the thing. They have numbers. Oh, what a sneaky little punch. They have numbers. I'm assuming Zeke's going to be watching her. As Hope, Dawn, and Daniel are all in the arena today. Nice submission hold from Grievo. Can't hold on to it for long, though. Love the attires today. Grievo, the arena really responding well to him being back in singles action. Springboard. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Grievo spinning in and O Goes for the pinfall. What a maneuver. Chase Cruz somehow still kicking out. Somehow still kicking out. Bro, the O's vs. the Chosen Future would be a great tag team matchup. Get Dino and Cordry involved as well. Would be absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. Double kick to the back of the head. Another pinfall. Grievo on his return. 1, 2, 3. What a match. Why don't get his half the people in Arcade's gauntlet match were on the side of saving Lilith. Why didn't they just lay down and take the L? Selfish arseholes again. A lot of egos in that match. A lot of egos indeed. Grievo's back though. Fury got a nice pickup here, you know. Fury got a very, very, very nice pickup with Grievo. I always used to love Grievo back in the day of World Warzone days. He was always a World Warzone superstar. Now more of a Fury superstar. But even still, what a match indeed it was, ladies and gentlemen. What a match indeed. And very, very, very impressive. Very, very, very impressive indeed from Grievo. Fury got a very nice pickup. I'm a big, big fan of Grievo. Always have been. And very exciting for him to be back in RPW. Back on the red brand. Very, very nice victory. Indeed. I wasn't aware about being a gauntlet, you prick. Hey, man, you should be aware of what matches you're involved in, I guess, eh? Should have listed the nuts, the graphic and everything. There. You need to be ready. New stage here, and the fire is on. Ladies and gentlemen, that can mean one thing and one thing only. The newest junior heavyweight champion here in RPW goes up against the Intercontinental champion. Oh, and there is Twisted Hero of the Twisted Order. It's time to bear witness. Ladies and gentlemen, Twisted Hero of World Warzone. The Junior Heavyweight Championship looks good around the waist of Phantom Dream. I'm glad that belt is circulating again. Whenever I see that belt, I think of Brian Damage. I really, really do. Lovely looking belt, though. Really nice looking belt indeed. Look at that thing. Looks absolutely beautiful. As Phantom Dream makes his way down to the ring. One-on-one in the Intercontinental Championship. Remember, if Phantom Dream defends that Junior Heavyweight 3 times, he can vacate it for either the Intercontinental or the United States. But if he beats Hart today in a one-on-one match, that might make Phantom think, okay, I can beat Hart one-on-one. Now let me do it for the Intercontinental Championship. We've not seen Hart, I think, since the first week of Friday Night Fury, where GMK beat him. There he is with the beautiful-looking Intercontinental Championship, though. If Phantom continues like this, Rookie of the Year. I believe he's still 100%. I mean, Jocko doesn't do the sheets anymore because he doesn't care about RPW anymore. Other things are more important to him and he doesn't care about it anymore. Bad general manager as well. But hopefully one day, maybe Season 5, Phantom Dream gets added, you know. Maybe Season 5. Phantom Dream gets added. Love the purple Titantron. From Heart Over Height. Love the Intercontinental Championship. Over the shoulder. Firetron, it is a nice one. Again, RPW. Creation team on point. Eat a bag of dicks, KR. I feel like KR is spitting the truth right now. I feel like KR is spitting the truth. That's Phantom Dream. And Junior Heavyweight Champ goes up against Heart Over Height Intercontinental Champion. Twisted Hero in the corner of Phantom Dream. As Fury continues war. Hart, one of the quickest superstars in RPW history, my friend. This guy is quick. KR, how are you today? Little bit worried that RK is not going to show. I'm not going to lie. Little bit worried that RK is not going to show. Other than that, I think it's an amazing match today. I think it's an amazing match. I mean, that's the thing. There's no Lilith. There's no RK. And there's no one can do sheets right now. I'm sure he will. I mean, after what I saw yesterday at Rise against Brian Damage, I don't know. I don't know. I asked your brother for a list and he went and got Lilith kidnapped instead. Blame the snake. You're worried for RK. Well, no, I'm not worried for him. I'm worried for Daniel. Because I know how fickle RPW are, Hope. If RK doesn't show, everyone's going to moan and, oh, you didn't actually beat RK. He just didn't show. But they're going to make excuses. Whereas I want RK to show so Daniel can show that he is the face of Fury and absolutely pummel the life out of RK just like Brian Damage did. Sorry, I misspoke. Hope Eternal, please forgive me. I misspoke. I want him to show just so Daniel can prove once and for all that he is the king of RPW, the face of Fury, the rightful World Heavyweight Champion, and dominant of RK. Look at Phantom looking on. Oh, sorry, Twisted looking on. From the outside. I feel like Phantom Dream already has more aura than the leader. Really, it's interesting. You know, it amuses me though, because what does Phantom Dream get out of being with in a team with Eddie Jones and Twisted Hero? I don't understand. Why couldn't those clowns kidnap KI? Whoa! Whoa! That is harsh, Twisted. That is harsh. I agree. Big German suplex. But like, Phantom Dream was doing well by himself before he's like, what does he gain from being in the Twisted Order? I don't understand. Also, you're called the Twisted Order, but now you're bending over backwards, begging Hope to see the light, even though she's already told you that you're doomed because you was a parasite trying to be friends with the Ministry like 2 days prior. So now, just because you're scared that RK's not showing, you're trying to switch over to the lights. Get out of here, man. I need to get in touch with my dark side. Pick a lane and stick to it. Shambolic. And again, you're making Phantom look bad because he's doing well in the ring, but you talking every day is just making him look bad. If he didn't have you talking, he would be... people would actually want to see Phantom win. But because you've been gabbering your mouth off, left, right, and center, no one wants to see Phantom win anymore because they know he's associated with you. You're pulling down his stocks. You're pulling down his stocks. KR just spitting, man. KR just spitting. I guess me beating him in a dark match was not enough to knock some sense. Bro, do we have any snacks anywhere? Do we have any food anywhere? Goodness gracious me, starving. Oh, look. He heard KR on commentary and now he has to get involved. He has to try and take the limelight off Phantom Dream. He has greater stocks from me. But how, though? You've not explained how. Give me one reason why his stocks are higher because of you. Give me one reason. I'll say, fair enough, you're right. Because I don't... He's 100%. You're like 1 and 7 or something. How is his stocks higher from being with you? Oh, from behind. Nice roll-up. Raw for the big slide. Kick out at 1. See, I don't even think Dream needs a leader. I think he was fine by himself. I think what it was, he saw this group, and rookies get intimidated by other groups, like the Ministry, blah, blah, blah. They get intimidated. So I feel like Phantom felt like he needed to be part of a group just to be relevant, but he didn't. He was doing just fine by himself. So to say solo, I agree, Gore. I agree. Again, that's why you're GM or friend. I agree. I think, exactly, Bobby, exactly. Rookies want friends early on, so they're involved with something. I think that's what Phantom Dream saw. He saw the group, and he was like, I need to get involved, because without them, I might not be involved, or might not be relevant. But he was doing fine by himself. He was doing fine. And now, look, Twisted's in his corner, and guess what? Phantom Dream gets his first loss in RPW. When Twisted Hero is in his corner. Intercontinental Champion. With a big win on Fury. This is his show, man. I love Heart Over Height. I really, really do. Him vs Grievo would be a banger. 100% no more, ladies and gentlemen. 100 gone. That's how I felt our team with Key Ivor. So I'm telling you, that's what happens, man. I'm telling you, people feel, especially rookies, they feel like, oh, I need to be involved with someone else. I need to be involved in a team, or else I'm not going to be relevant anymore. This is what happens when you're lying with destroyed souls. I feel like that's what happened here, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that's what happened here, and it's a shame, if I'm honest with you, because he was 100%. He could have been up there for Rookie of the Year. He could have been up there in people's assumption of him, but instead, now, not looking good, is it? Twisted Order. Hey, Phantom, if you're out there listening, I highly, highly, highly recommend, and again, this isn't me trying to break up a stable, but I highly, highly, highly recommend potentially, maybe, just focusing on yourself. Because, again, what are you gaining of being part of the Twisted Order? Again, I'm not trying to break you guys up. I know a lot of people say that. I'm not trying to break you guys up. I'm just trying to be a realist here. What are you gaining? He's just pulling you. You had everything. You know? You had absolutely everything. And now, I feel like he's just pulling you down, man. He's just pulling you down. But again, that's up to you. You know? That is completely up to you. I'm not involved. So, you got to do what you got to do. You know? You got to do what you got to do. If you think it's good for you, I say stick with it. It is soon to be destroyed, Miss Rose. God damn. God damn, god damn, god damn. I mean, if Hope is saying that, you know it's true. If Hope is saying that, you know it's true. It's a tough life, man. It really, really is, ladies and gentlemen. A bunch of 0%ers in an 8-man over the top rope battle royale. Up next on Fury. Someone's getting off 0% today. Someone is getting off 0%. Who won World Warzone's one? Me, Eddie Jones, and Phantom. Welcoming Nicolo O'Grady, the double champion of Fury. See, that's what I'm saying, though. Me, Eddie Jones, and Phantom. Like, what does Phantom gain from being in that? You two are on World Warzone, so he can't team with any of you. He's the junior heavyweight champion. Like, you've already lost Grin. You've lost Street Money. I don't understand. You've already changed your stable name. Like, surely you can all see this isn't going to last, right? You were begging Ministry. Now you're begging Hope to see the light, even though she's told you time and time again, no. You're supposed to be the leader, and you're making them all look bad. Good to see you, Nicole. Ready for your big match today? I don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really don't. It's a tough one, man. And again, I'm not trying to break up a team by any means necessary. I'm just trying to understand, you know? I'm just trying to understand, ladies and gentlemen, what's actually going down here. Gonna dive into some cereal, because why not? The chocolate just keeps me energized, you know? 3 days 8-man match. The whole Life of Stable and renaming happened during the course of 1 month. He's just trying to speedrun RPW, and it's not helping anyone. Listen, at the end of the day, everyone's their own superstar. Chaos not trying to break anyone up. At the end of the day, there's a lot going on right now, right? There's a lot going on right now. I think, as Caleb Richards goes, I think what happened with the hand, they got overwhelmed. They were a bunch of rookies. They got rid of Grin, who was the only man with sense, surprisingly. And then after they got rid of Grin, it all went downhill. No one knew the identity of the team anymore. No one wanted Twisted as a leader. No one was on the same page. It got worse and worse and worse. Now they're down to 3 under a new name. And even still, I don't see them on the same page. I don't understand what their goal is. I think they just wanted to be a team because they saw Hope, Daniel, Zeke becoming a team. They saw Ministry having a team. They saw Cure. I think they just saw a bunch of teams and they wanted to be involved. They wanted, Nico just went flying. They wanted to have a team of their own to try and get involved, and it just didn't work. That's what I think happened, at least. I might be wrong, but that's my assumption of what happened. I don't see how they help each other. Like, Eddie Jones never says anything. Like, he says, whenever he talks, he just says nothing. Phantom is already talking about not having trust in the leader, Twisted. Twisted can't win a match to save his life and is begging off other teams. I don't know, man. Best of luck to you, though, guys. I like you guys. Best of luck, Twisted Hero, Twisted Order. What do you do? Dr. Chocolate. Best of luck. Oh, Dino Nuggets. Ugh. O'Brien. Dino, Sabu. 3 former world champions in this match, which is rather crazy. 3 former world champions. Someone likes me. That's strange to hear. I mean, I don't really. I don't really care for you, if I'm honest with you, but I didn't want to seem too mean. I feel like KR. I feel like I was being a bit mean. I don't want to cry, so I just sort of said it. Italian Stallion dumped up and over. Out he goes. Imagine naming a faction after yourself, then immediately trying to jump ship and join those clowns. By clowns, you mean Ministry, I'm assuming, but I just don't get it. I don't get a nice FaceTime by Nico. Surprised he's still on 0%. Former Intercontinental champion. FaceTime into a one-wing Kings. He's stealing everyone's moves. Shades of Fredo and shades of Ollie. If Phantom had any sense, he should leave Twisted Order. Again, not my place to talk in his career, but he has a good start. Don't ruin it. Again. Sometimes you can't help people, you know. Sometimes you can't help people. Twisted, you never did say, how do you elevate any of their career? You're supposed to be the leader. Normally the leader elevates everyone else. So how do you elevate Eddie and Phantom exactly? Oh, boy, Brian, former World Heavyweight Champion against Dino. A fellow former World Heavyweight Champion. Goodbye, Dino. He remains 0%. Goodbye, Sebu. Two former Universal Champions have just been eliminated simultaneously. I managed to do what you never could when you lead in the pure Joker. That's why Hope is the greatest leader of any stable in RPW history. Nico setting up. From behind, another one. This guy doesn't have a single move of his own. Another one-wing Kings. Looking for his first win in RPW. I mean, technically, it's not claimed, so maybe they're friends. Nico, the only one standing. Roddy Ripple busted open. Go on, Bold Brian, your second Battle Royale of the day after the pre-show match. I'd love to see a Bold Brian win. Crazy as Roddy on the outside stays alive. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Chocolate cereal. That's how you get big and strong, ladies and gentlemen. How you get big and strong. Like Roddy Ripper Hall. Nico just watching. Bold Brian rolls back in. Crazy stays alive. I believe up next is the Ollie vs GMK matchup. Have the match card here, actually. It is indeed. And then we have the championship match. Okay. Okay. I will help them hone their craft and elevate them to their full potential. Phantom goes named to the Junior Heavyweight Tournament because I helped everyone see how dominant. But again, Nico is still 0%. But again, a couple questions on that. One, how are you going to help them hone their craft when Phantom is better than you? How are you going to elevate them to the full potential when Phantom has higher potential than you? And how are you taking credit for Junior Heavyweight Tournament? He was involved in it because people saw how good he was because it was 100%. Nico stinks. Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%. Some things never change, eh? Maybe he'll be next to get kicked out of Bullet Club. Lose him, lose Kyle. Bullet Club should just be Eden, Nicole, Fredo, and Dragon at this point. I choose Phantom because of his starting RPW, not you. No lands it in my way for a belt. Eden may be looking at Hope Eternal's prestigious championship or Dawn's Evolution. Miss Lancer will never step in your way again. Hope vs Eden 1-on-1. Have we ever had it? Would be a mighty fine match. Crazy dumped over. Come on, Paul Bryan. I just realized two members of B&B. The final two. Attacked him as stable. I mean, I'm sure they don't mind who wins, ladies and gentlemen. B&B. Rocking on Fury. Bang. Down goes Bold Brian. End is suffering early. Don't keep it going. I do like Roddy. Very dominant. Get him over nicely. Oh, there we go. Bold Brian, you've done well. But Roddy Ripper Hall, first win of the season. That man is a tank. That man is a tank, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him. Looks just like staring at KR in the mirror. But I have a better haircut, of course. What a man, though. What a win. Quick match. Between the two, Bish, oh, between the 8, sorry. Bish, Bash, Bosch got him up and over that top rope as we advance on Friday Night Fury. About 4 matches remain in this one. And an exciting affair up next as we have two former Cruiserweight champions. Two former multiple-time Cruiserweight champions. One-on-one. A lot of talking between these two. Ministry being represented by Oliver freaking Kingsley, former Cruiserweight champion, as he goes up against last week's Rise general manager, GM. Oh, I just remember Cole Patricks is in charge of next week's Rise. Goodness gracious me. The light carries my relevance. I backed you on the whole second tile bullshit, but I need my main eventer back. If you give me a fair fight, then I'll see you soon once I'm recovered. He wasn't even in your stable when he first did the tournament match. Place me in her place. This year's worth so much less than I am. We'll see through your delusions. Interesting. Oh, a green attack by GMK. Green MK. He's a stylish man, is GMK. A very, very stylish man indeed. Again, not many people can pull off a green. The jacket green is quite nice, like a bluey green. Not too bad at all. I'm a big fan, Swagger. I'm a big fan of GMK. Starboy with time. Former Cruiserweight champ. Wants to dip in to the World Heavyweight Championship division with Dragon and Monarch as well. What better way to dip in than to take down a former World Heavyweight Champion himself, ladies and gentlemen. Former King of the Cruiserweights. Former Cruiserweight Champion. Oliver freaking Kings coming off a win against Davey LaRusso, and then a loss in the final yesterday on Rise against Phantom Dream. We know he's not the best at ladder matches. GMK booked the Phantom to be a ladder match, and for Oliver freaking Kings was not his go-to match. That's for sure. Keep thinking how big Ollie is for a cruiserweight. There's the ones up for the ministry. High in the sky, looking up at God. He can't save Lanza now, ladies and gentlemen. If RK's not shown up, we're getting closer to that main event. The quicker these matches go, the less time RK has. The less time RK has to appear. Bell has been wrong. This is a great match. This is a great match. Have these two fought off before? One-on-one. I know they've done a lot of talking. They have. Oliver freaking Kings has won against GMK before. GMK chance for revenge. Here today. Up next we have Bobby against Nicole O'Grady. You booked them all. That was right. The goddess, the Women's World Champion. Now, Nicole O'Grady's always said she wants the Women's World Championship. Her record against Bobby is not great, though. I have pinned him, by the way. Not in one-on-one. You beat him in the multi-man. Daniel, Ollie, and HK Styles, it wasn't. I'm just talking one-on-one, but yeah, fair enough. One-on-one, including multi-man, then. Very exciting match here today. I love a good cruiserweight matchup. Love the new trim. Very tight by GMK. Yeah, Rhea's feeling hyped. Of course, this is also added layers because GMK is one that saw the light. GMK is not a parasite. He said Hope O'Donnell is the prestigious champion. He admitted Daniel is the king of the ring. To be fair, so did Ollie. Ollie said that as well, got quoted, of course. Part of the mystery. Don't think he fully meant it just yet. After today, and after today's main event, whether or not RK shows or not, he will mean it, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be no other way. No hiding. No saving Lilith Lanza. It'll be all over for the ministry. They've lost Brian Damage. They've lost Poke. They're losing Lanza today. And of course, when Lanza loses, they also lose RK because he's joining them. So it's only going to be Ollie and Lamin. And Lamin's on holiday. It's only going to be Ollie in the ministry, ladies and gentlemen. It's only going to be Ollie in the ministry. He lost another title match yesterday on Rise. And look at GMK with his strength. My God. Shoulders down on the logo. GMK, lovely moonsault. Maneuver from the corner. Again, feeling it. New camera angles from Brett ringside. GMK springboard maneuver with the stunner. I'm a legitimate king. Ollie calls himself king as a nickname. Lovely neck breaker. GMK starting off strong. Green versus white. Love the trim. Really, really do. Middle rope. Hurricane Rana takedown. And maybe the winner of this. If GMK does win, maybe he gets a chance against Charmander for the Cruiserweight Championship. Maybe he goes up against Dragon next week. I mean, Dragon's been defending in the open on back-to-back weeks. Maybe defense again! Hurricane Rana does it. GMK pins Ollie 101, and Ollie's mind is not there. His head is in the gutter, ladies and gentlemen. Big win by GMK. Ollie has not been the same since Lilith Lanza has gone missing. That's the man that wants to take on Daniel in the main event. I think it'd be a walk in the park for Daniel, ladies and gentlemen. Amusing indeed. Lightwork says GMK. I'd love to see GMK go at Charmander for the Cruiserweight Championship. Maybe. Fuck Ollie, says GMK. Maybe even get a chance, ladies and gentlemen, at the World Heavyweight Champion of Dragon Romanic. Nice, GMK. That is how you get things done, ladies and gentlemen. Ollie's head is not in it at all, ladies and gentlemen. GMK beats Stallion. He's beat Ollie. GMK continues to prove he can be a contender in the world. Bro, GMK vs Dragon. Book it, man. Book it, man. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. Phantom Dream. Phantom Dream's thinking. Phantom Dream is thinking. He's wondering. No, GMK's been on a tear, to be fair. GMK has been on a tear. GMK says, hey, game is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, as things advance on Friday Night Fury, I don't even want to bring up the tape of this match, ladies and gentlemen. The Goddess has had Nicole's number. I think it's like 4-2 in singles matches, if I'm not mistaken. Multi-man attack is obviously involved as well, but I think in singles matches, Bobby wins like 4 times out of like 4 wins compared to 2 wins, something like that. Of course, the Women's World Championship not on the line today. The Divine Women's Championship is now. Nicole has defended it 3 times, which is what I'm confused about. Why would she put it on the line here today? Unless Goldberg, I don't know, but why would she put it on the line here today when she doesn't have to? She could vacate that belt today and go for the Liberty Championship, or go to a Warzone for the Evolution Championship, take it off Dawn. Instead, she's defending against against Bobby, sorry. Champ versus champ. Great matchup on Fury, though. Absolutely stacked up match indeed. Chaos Trim is actually top notch. Just vibing in the sun. Just vibing in the sun. There is the Goddess, though, the Women's World Champion. Here on Friday Night Fury. Up next, we have a tag team match, and then, of course, the main event. If RK even shows. If he doesn't, Hope Eternal and Dawn will be your main event act here today. Goddess Bobby ready for this one, of course. Nicole O'Grady, the double champion. It's also interesting, Andrews, if Hope and Dawn win in the Garden Court tournament, Bobby doesn't have a tag team partner because Lilith Lanza's not there anymore. So I don't know what happens with that. Both titles around their shoulders. Again, with the Garden Court, Hope and Dawn could be well on their way to getting those championships back around their waist. Very good tune indeed. Very good tune indeed. Divine Women Championship on the line in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line in this one. Very, very excited indeed. Love the backwards cap. Get her, says Eden Rose. I believe this is the 4th. Love the Tron. 4th defense for Nicole O'Grady, if I'm not mistaken. Ladies and gentlemen, who's your money on for this one? Are we getting a new champion? Or is Nicole O'Grady finally proving she can take on the Goddess of RPW? Fredo, leader of the Bullet Club, says, let's go, Nicole. Oh, I'm ready, baby. Double champ, Bobby. If Bobby wins, she's a double champ.
Champion, Goddess.
Both are deluded, says Hope Eternal.
And her opponent from Aberdeen.
I'm excited, dude.
The Pro Wrestling Women's Champion.
I am very, very excited.
Of the Pro Wrestling Women's Tag Team Champions, Nicole O'Grady.
Very big. Very, very big. This is a big defense for Nicole. She's going up against arguably the face of Fury. Definitely the best female superstar to ever be on Fury. Former 2-time female superstar of the year, back-to-back. Sucks I can't be there with her. I have to go straight to the locker room. This match underway, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby and Nicole O'Grady, Divine Women's Championship on the line in this one. And here we go. Nicole now behind. In charge of this one. Miss Rose, why do you feel the need to defend someone who doesn't wish to defend you? Could we see the end of the Sisters of the Garden? Potentially first pin for Nicole. Gritty go for a roll up. Ralph rolls in just a 1 count. Could be smart trying to end it quickly against the Goddess. We know the longer these matches go on, the more it suits Bobby. She's used to saving the momentum for late on, hitting one twisted bomb and boom. It could be done. I've been defending her every time you pipe up. That's still my partner. With the kick to the hand, nice elbow to the back as well. Until she finds one that suits her better, just like Twisted Hero tried to do it. Oh, lovely breeze today in the arena. What a day. Eden, Nicole. I mean, the Garden Court tournament was a great idea. Again, are they going to be even friends, let alone tag team champions by the time it comes to a close? Who knows? Hope Eternal with some big words. Really try and mind games Hope. Some really, really big words indeed. No one is like me. Stop stirring, Hope. I do want to say, Hope, I'm just reading. I'm not agreeing with anything. I'm just reading what they're saying. For those watching at home, I'm just reading what they're saying. I don't want you to think I'm agreeing with what they're saying. I'm merely just reading out what is being said. Some big, big words. From all involved. Some big, big statements. She will betray you. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. Tell me when. Go on. Eden not believing that Nicole would betray her. Eden thinks the Sisters of the Garden are as strong as they have been. No worry about betrayal. Time will prove me correct. Eden, how are you feeling overall recently? Not including your match, but just overall, a general consensus of feeling. How are you feeling overall? Got a someone behind me has a crowd sign. That, as ice cream, kind of looks like KR, just a little bit. Stop smoking the shit. Oh, lovely kick by Nicole O'Grady. Woke up with my eyes leaking a black liquor. See, that's probably not ideal. I saw the camera. That's probably not ideal. So maybe, yeah. Have you gone to the doctors at all? Have you been checked out? Have you been seen to? Love you too. Love you too. Thank you. I'm assuming they're talking to KR. You did? What did they say? Did they tell you that it's probably not normal? That black liquid coming out your purple eyes? I don't think I've ever seen that before. I mean, I'm not a doctor myself. I'm a doctor of cool. They said they couldn't find anything. Or can they test the liquid? Can they test why you have purple eyeballs? They couldn't find anything. What are you talking about? They found something right there. Nice reversal there. Nicole O'Grady, 360 no scope. Knee strike to the face. They said the liquid is abnormal and to stay safe. They told you to stay safe, but didn't tell you how. Back down goes Bobby. Nicole O'Grady to retain. No cure as of now. Have a banana. Normally helps. Women's wrestling. Nicole O'Grady to the top rope. Bang. Plants down on the Goddess. A banana helps everything, man. The potassium. Banana helps everything. Nicole O'Grady. Lovely maneuver. Beautiful stuff. New camera angles working a treat here today. From ringside. Brett has been on top of it, ladies and gentlemen. On top of it. Any left in catering? I've not been back there. I have no idea. Nicole's dominating, you know. Pin on the logo. Nicole is dominating. Just a 1 count. Don't eat from the tray. I think this is the most confident Nicole O'Grady has looked against the Goddess. Normally when she goes up against... Oh, here we go. Normally when she goes up against Bobby, she doesn't look confident. She doesn't look ready. She sees a threat in front of her, which of course she does, but you still need confidence no matter who you're against. 2 count. I thought that might be it. I thought that might be it. Miss Rose, I shall send you some food. Can KR get... If you're sending food, Hope, I don't know how far that goes, but if you could get some... If you could get some out to KR... What are we talking? Pizza? Chocolate? Ice cream? If you could get some out, I think it'd be absolutely amazing. I really, really do. Single leg Boston Crab from the Goddess. Nicole O'Grady. Nice roll up. To get out of it, can't. Hold on though. Nice backbreaker. To the lower back. Nicole O'Grady of Bullet Club. And one half of the Sisters of the Garden, the tag team champions in the women's division. Fan cam in action on the outside. Knee drop. Nope. No body home. Oh my god. Nicole O'Grady. I don't know where she trained all these kicks from. But goodness gracious me. Mr. Blue, good to see you. As always. Big fan. Nicole O'Grady. Slingshot. No. Unlucky with that one. Bobby with the roll-up. From behind. Hooking on. For the pinfall. 2 count and a kick out. By Nicole O'Grady. Oh my god. FYF out of nowhere. FYF out of nowhere. Ladies and gentlemen. And still. No. The shoulders up just in time. Wow. Wowza trousers. That was insane. Really, really was. Mr. Blue, my old neighbor before the divorce, and I had to move out. My old neighbor used to have a, well, he still does. The kid's not dead, but a very severely, how do you say this nicely? Like, autistic child. And he used to love the VR videos, my friend. He used to absolutely love the YouTube videos. Keep up the good work. You know your niche, you know your niche. Stick to it. It was great. It was absolutely great. He, I didn't know he was going to be showing up today, but my neighbor Phil was a big fan, so just wanted to let you know. Doing amazing work as Nicole O'Grady in a submission hold. Breaks her way out of that one. Kick up top. And another one. KR kill. No. Whoa. No. The kid's fine. The kid's fine. Nice pedigree by Nicole O'Grady. Shades of Leo from that one. Of course, EOP formerly of Bullet Club. Formerly of Bullet Club. Which I still think is crazy. Nicole fighting back. Oh. Oh, man. Well, you need to be ready to be swamped. You need to be ready to be swamped. Disrespectful by Bobby there. Very, very, very disrespectful indeed. Right hander across the face. Right to the chin. And again, I told you, the longer this match goes on, the worse it gets for Nicole O'Grady, I think. The worse it gets. If she wanted to win, she had to get it done straight away. The longer this goes on, I think the experience comes into play. If he shows up, very good question. Very good point. If he shows up is correct. If he doesn't, well, just goes to show he was too scared to fight the two-time king of the ring. Too scared to show up to the main event of Friday Night Fury. Daniel, how does it feel main eventing over the World Heavyweight Champion, by the way? How does it feel to be in the main event over the World Heavyweight Champion? Just goes to show, I think you should still be the World Heavyweight Champion. You clearly have the main event draw that Dragon Monarch does not have. He does not possess. And has never really possessed. Feels normal. Exactly. Exactly right. 360 no scope. Nicole could set up again, and she does. Ladies and gentlemen, FYF. Middle of the ring, Nicole O'Grady. Oh, Ralph goes the long way around. 2 count and a kick out. I feel like the time he took to get around may have been a 3. May have been a 3. A poke knee. Of course, no longer in the ministry. Nicole to the top rope. Dangerous, though. As the goddess back up to her feet. Nicole! Lovely reversal. Beautiful kick across the face as well. Ralph, I feel like that was the win right there, Eden. I really, really do. Feel like that was the win. That got us to the outside. Nicole O'Grady running the ropes in the ring. Showing, hey, maybe she heard KO. Maybe she's proving a point that Nicole O'Grady is not tiring out, is not gassing out, is not letting up against the Women's World Champion. She wants to win this championship by any means necessary. And maybe defending and retaining against her will prove it to the WWE Universe. She is ready to be a world champion in season number 4. As she goes top rope yet again. Flies through the skies. Have a good one, Gore. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bobby's bleeding. Is that blood on the top? I can't really tell. I can't really tell. Extreme South 19. Fury GM. Leaving us before the main event. Has big things to cook. Interesting. Bobby nice takedown. Chopped right to the chest. And the goddess asking the minions of the WWE Universe to get ready for her to win. Face of Fury, take care of your show. The fake Face of Fury may not even show up, ladies and gentlemen. The unwise man. RK still nowhere to be seen. Still not heard from him. Bobby, nice reversal. In the middle of the ring. She got caught, though. Nicole taking over with a submission. In the ring, Bobby's definitely bleeding. Some red mixed in with that black. Nice, a breakout, though. Lock up between the two and a big kick. Right across the face. Nicole O'Grady front flip. Nice. Takedown. Working away on the arm. Could it be, ladies and gentlemen? Could it be the best, worst move in RPW history? That move is never leaving the halls of RPW. When you see that, you know it's a banger of a match, ladies and gentlemen. When you see that move, you know they've tried everything in their locker, everything in their arsenal to win the match. When you see the best, worst move in RPW history. A hallmark of an amazing matchup in Regents Pro Wrestling. Nice reversal by the goddess. From behind, nice reversal. Nicole O'Grady. Off the rope, bang. And a kick to the back of the head. Nicole O'Grady, oh my god, could you imagine? FYF, no, gets reversed. Gets reversed. That could have been it, ladies and gents. That could have been it. Alabama slam, and down goes Nicole O'Grady. Belt on the line. Belt on the line. And still survives somehow, surely now. The goddess has to look to end this one, Nicole. Nice reversal, though. Very, very nice reversal. Nicole circling. Off the rope. One match between this and the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel, are you ready? 360 no-scope. Pulling out all the stops is correct. Nicole O'Grady knows you have to go to the limits to take down the goddess. Divine Women's Championship on the line, and still your Divine Women's Champion, Nicole O'Grady, proving she can take down the goddess, proving she can beat Bobby. Can she do it? Well, Bobby does not look happy on the outside. Can she do it? With the Women's World Championship on the line is another question. Eden doesn't see it. She seems surprised that Nicole O'Grady actually beat Bobby. She seems surprised. Imagine Bobby's title was on the line. Bobby looks fuming. On the outside, Nicole O'Grady. That is how you get things done. Great match indeed. Great match indeed, ladies and gentlemen, as things continue. Hot and heavy on Friday Night Fury, the penultimate match of Fury. This could be the main event. If Arcade doesn't show up, which we still don't know if he's in the arena. If Arcade does not show up, ladies and gentlemen, this could be the main event of Friday Night Fury. Hope and Dawn opposite Cheese and Noodle. The winner advances in the Garden Court tournament to face Bobby and Lilith, of course. What happens? I don't know how that's gonna happen, but the Garden Court tournament says the winner faces Bobby and Lilith Lanza. How that happens, I don't know. The clown that is Noodle Soups on the outside with mozzarella cheese, vicious and delicious. Two of the longest tenures in RPW in the women's division. Cheese, a former women's world champion, going up against Hope Eternal, the current prestigious champion. What a match this is. World Warzone vs Friday Night Fury. What a match this is indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Noodle Soups is the #1 contender for Dawn's Evolution Championship right now as well. So if they both get in the ring, a little preview of their championship match, which is exciting so far. Cheese in control. Tag was made. There it is. Daniel says, come on, my Hope. Nice drop kick. Hope, there's the tag, and here we go. Dawn versus Noodle. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, a preview of the Evolution Championship match right here. A preview of the Evolution Championship match. Noodle Soups is the #1 contender. Noodle, a former world champion in RPW. Her and Cheese have like 12, 13 titles between them. Maybe even more. Maybe like 14 or 15. They have a lot of titles. So I was just going to say, Daniel, they have a lot of titles between them. Dawn, of course, the one that ended Bobby's reign before at 398 days. A former double champion. My goodness gracious me. Oh, a lot of star power involved in this one. I mean, we can count championships. Who's good at mathematics? Mozzarella Cheese has 7. Noodle Soups has 6. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Dawn has 6. What did I say? 18? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And Hope has 3. So 27 championships, if I counted correctly, involved in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Did I say 13? I might have counted wrong to me. I don't know. I don't do numbers. 7, 6, 6, and 3. Absolutely star-studded matchup, though. Dawn feeling fired up, blood across half her face. Her eyes are starting to look kind of like how Eda's were looking, with black goo coming out the eyes. I mean, Dawn's had that for the beginning of the season, but Eden's is starting to kind of look like that. 22 championships in one match. Goodness gracious me. And the amount of former world championships, too, is crazy. They close down by Dawn. Very nice takedown. If I'd done it right, numbers are hard, man. Oh! Please, look! That's like how your eyes were looking. You had like stuff around your mouth as well. Cheese needs to exit the premises and does. Final chance for RK, by the way. If he doesn't show up, it is done. Lanza's staying with Hope. I'm actually a bit... This could be the main event. I'm actually getting a bit nervous. I'm actually getting a bit nervous. Dawn, half Nelson suplex on Noodle Soups, trying to make quick work of her future opponent for the Evolution Championship, of course. Still haven't seen RK. I'm in gorilla position right now. Start to get... I mean... Again, I'm only nervous because I want you to beat him fair and square in the ring. I don't want people trying to make excuses, you know? That's the only reason I'm getting nervous. Needs to be done in the ring. I mean, it is now or never. This is the last match before the main event. We've not heard from him since. All we saw was a video of him being taken off in a stretcher after Rise yesterday, after Brian Damage's beatdown. That's all we saw, ladies and gentlemen. So we've not actually heard from him or seen of him. He didn't even come home. So again, a lot of backhanded deals and backhanded shenanigans and a lot of behind-the-scenes antics going on. A lot of stuff going down. Nice insecurity by Hope Eternal. Noodle wants the tag. Not going to get it, though. Irish whip into the corner. I'm just going to root for Noodle Soup just because. Again, been here for a long, long time. It has Noodle Soups. A very prominent figure of the women's revolution in RPW. Held a lot of championships. Dawn ducks her, though. Elbow across the chest. Evolution champion. And that could be all she wrote. Noodle Soups. Shoulders are down. Hope and Dawn advance. On a holy union. Advance to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. Against Bobby. And will it be Lilith? I don't know. I don't know. Easy for Hope and Dawn. Very, very big match indeed. What a win. Blood across the face. It does not matter, ladies and gentlemen. It does not matter as we advance to the main event of Friday Night Fury. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the chance. Has anybody seen the Wise Man backstage anywhere, Brett? I'm getting a thumbs down. That could be the show right there. RK can turn my night around, please. Let me check last messages from RK. Anything? Anything? I've got nothing. I've got absolutely nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely nothing. Do we just play the outro? Was that the main event? Or are we getting the match we've been waiting for? No one's seen. Say goodbye to the upgraded Garden Court bracket, ladies and gentlemen. And that could be pity. Says Hope Eternal, he better show up, says Oliver freaking Kings. Could be all she wrote. I mean, I'm not seeing anything in the arena. I'm seeing Brett press some buttons. I don't know what's to come. Last chance. Last chance.
Sleeves rolled up, ladies and gentlemen, of Regents Pro Wrestling.
So I bet nothing happens.
Is an RK day.
They're playing his music. He's shown up. He has showed up, ladies and gentlemen. The Wise Man of the Ministry. There is the Ministry hand sign. Main event match of Friday Night Fury, wearing a t-shirt, best in the world. I'm surprised he can walk, but I was going to say that he's not got his belt, and he also seems, I don't know if it's concerned or more locked in, but he's not doing his usual entrance, ladies and gentlemen. He's not doing his usual entrance. He seems very subdued. You will all get to watch as Miss Lanza slips away from you. He looks very, he's not smiled once. There's no dancing around. There's no funness. It is all business. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did you see that? The bruise and black eye from yesterday's beatdown. What is this? This ain't Daniel. Oh, and here we go. Ladies, I thought there was no shenanigans. The final testament. I thought there was no shenanigans. That is the prestigious champion. The prestigious champion. Hope Eternal. The internet champion Zeke. And the king of the ring, Daniel. The black eye. Ladies and gentlemen. And the bruise on RK. He's fighting her. The final testament. is the name of the stable. You can see the belts around the waist. Hope and Zeke. I've warned him, says Poke. Aura says GMK. I hope people's hands are together. The leader of the Final Testament. Can RK pull it off? I mean, I don't think it's looking in his favor. I can confirm, I've been told Hope and Zeke are not staying ringside. They've just come down to show support to Daniel. They're not staying ringside. Hope Eterno's going to keep an eye on Lilith Lanza, where she is being kept. But the Final Testament is the name of the team. Ladies and gentlemen, main event of Friday Night Fury. Oh my God. RK looks serious. Daniel looks like he doesn't care. Rebecca rings double. Look at the bruise. Underway, ladies and gentlemen. And Daniel off to a start, ladies and gentlemen. The right-handers flurrying. RK with a reversal. I'm surprised he can lift his arm. I'm surprised he can see out that eye. That is what Brian Damage has done to him, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth, reversal after reversal. The biggest match of Friday Night Fury history right here. If RK wins, Lilith Lanza returns to the ministry. If Daniel wins, RK joins the Final Testament, and Lilith Lanza stays in Hope's care eternally. No championship on the line. Worst condition I've ever seen RK in. You have to imagine this is just physically, ladies and gentlemen. He's also mentally and emotionally drained. But he is the longest ever World Heavyweight Champion in RPW history at 189 days. If anyone can do it, it is RK, but Daniel wants to prove that today is his day. Nice. Handstand there. Welcome in Marathi. Nice super kick. Daniel wants to prove this is his day, ladies and gentlemen. This is his moment. This is his show after all these two have been through. After all they've been through. It is all on the line. Oh, big knee strike. Oh, there's blood already on the face. There's blood already on the face, ladies and gentlemen. Already got the black eye. There's blood on the face, and Daniel relentless. Relentless. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is going to get just as ugly as Rise. Oh, my God. My hands are to get Hope Eternal. I understand what we're doing. He's my brother at the end of the day. Stay in. I am. Oh my God, look at the blood. Oh, after yesterday's oh my God, I can't look, I can't watch. I can't. RK's been through a 10-man gauntlet. The right hand is to the face. Just pin him already, Daniel. RK rolls out. Just get a count out. RK, just go home, man. Just call it quits. Just call it quits. RK 5 out. Have you seen the bruise on the side of his body? He went through 10 superstars yesterday. Did you see what Brian Damage done? I'm surprised he can stand. Just hit a burning hammer. Daniel missing. Not missing on that one, though. Oh, my God. These right-handers, dude. These right-handers. Look at the blood across the mat. Super kick to the... How much punishment is Daniel going to put him through? How much damage? When your back's against the wall, you can do the things that are impossible. RK can do this. Kelgo throwing the towel for your brother, my God. I can't go against Hope Eternal, though. Look at the bruise, dude. This is barbaric, man. This is barbaric. It really, really is. Okay, moves out the way. RK. And across the throw. There we go. You call yourself the best in the world. Do not stop anything. Let them see every moment. Just a 1 count and a kick out. Oh my God, that blood across the black eye. RK's fired up now, though. RK feeling it, though. Another pinfall, ladies and gentlemen. Another pinfall, no. Just a 1 count again. Nicole. I can't talk in it. I can't talk in it. RK with the cannonball. Come on. Oh my God, he looks so bad. This is the most beat up I've ever seen RK. But it doesn't matter. There's a spear. Through the middle rope. RK's trying to pin every single move just to end this one, ladies and gentlemen. Every single attack he's trying to pin just to end it. Kick down low. Another one. Another one. Kick to the midsection. Big exploder suplex. RK went through 10 superstars last night, ladies and gentlemen, in a 10-man gauntlet, and now has showed up in the main event, already bleeding, bruised, battered, emotionally distrained. And somehow, commentator's curse, somehow fighting back. I was going to say, oh my God, he actually is. He actually is. Back and forth they go. I mean, this is not even months, this is years in the making. These two have never seen eye to eye, ladies and gentlemen. RK, when he was a former tag team champion, he banned Daniel from going for those belts. He made a mockery of Daniel left, right, and center, saying he runs for you, he's the face of Fury. Even when Daniel had his big Regents Mania moment, RK was there to sully it. RK was there to take away his belt and make sure Daniel had nothing. Pinfall. 1 count and a kick out. Oh, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. A burning hammer. Down goes RK. Fingers are up. Ladies and gentlemen, Lilith lands. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. RK is feeling fired up now. Big springboard. RK going to the corner. RK to the corner. RK with a super kick. No, Daniel reverses into a claymore. Using the claymore against RK, adding insult to injury. The biggest match in Fury history. RK saying, what time is it? Blood down his body. Oh my God, knee strike into a clothesline. What did I say? You can what did I say? You can things that seem impossible. Oh, look at the blood. If anyone on Fury could do it, take on 10 superstars and then take on Daniel in the main event, it would be the best in the world, ladies and gentlemen. It would be my twin. Oh, okay, nice reversal, Daniel. Very nice reversal. Submission. We saw him tap yesterday, but he fights right out of it. He fights right out of it. Twisted, you're cheering on RK now. Wasn't you like earlier before the show saying you want to join Hope now? Why are you cheering on RK now that he's doing well? Another flip-flop. Daniel in the corner, face first into a turnbuckle. Kick to the midsection. Could you imagine the uproar? Could you imagine the uproar if RK actually defeats Daniel today? There's a pinfall in the corner. Pinfall. Oh God, just a 1 count. Goodness gracious me. Let's finish this, RK. Says a cold boy. Big power slam. Big power slam. Another 1 count though. Hey, Twister, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. If you're in support of RK, let's get some ones up. If you're in support of Hope and Daniel, let's get the hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see whose side you're taking for this main event match. History on Friday Night Fury. Another 1 count. Goodness gracious me, the resiliency from Daniel is incredible. Cold boy with the ones up. Novak with the hands together. Phantom with the ones up. Hero. See, even Twisted and Phantom don't agree on this. And they're supposed to be in the same... That's what I'm saying, man. Eden with the hands together. Wow. Eden. You used to wear stars on you for RK. He used to train you, and you're going against RK. Some people change. Bobby Colbert with the ones up. Nicole with the ones up. Eden and Nicole on opposite sides as well. Kaiser with the ones up. Colm. Next week's Rise GM with the ones up. Never seen RPW so splintered before. Ollie with the ones up. Never seen RPW so splintered before. RK, Anaconda Vice. Anaconda Vice. Ollie used to use this move back in the day of Season 1, ladies and gentlemen. Submission. Daniel with the knee strikes to the back, though. You have to see the vision. I don't know, man. Daniel's springboard forearm. A world without the ministry. Pinfall by Daniel. Remember, if Daniel wins, RK and Lilith both go. Individuals who support RK in this moment have been noted. Hope Eternal's taking the names. Look at the blood across the ring. Daniel listening out for the ministry fans. Listen out for the RK fans. He's not strong enough, though. RK's always been stronger. Roll up. Roll up. On the bloody mat, Rebecca. Rebecca taking ages. Daniel reverses into a pinfall all of his own. Fredo with the ones up. Coldboy says he's not scared of Hope Eternal. 2 count. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is a pay-per-view-esque match. Oh, another submission. Another submission. Head locked in with those legs. Daniel again. Not strong enough to hold it in, though. Not strong enough to hold it in. Okay, how is he still standing? I don't know. Oh, he went for the kick and missed. He went for the kick and missed. That could have been all she wrote. That's what he beat Poke with on Rise yesterday. Could have been all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Could have been all she wrote. Did you not just beat Bobby? They had a wrestling match. But again, Nicola Gritty saying she's looking past a wrestling match. Oh, get your fingers up. Ladies and gentlemen, Lanza and Arquette. Oh, Daniel's rubbing it in. He's bruised as well. One more time, they're chanting. How sickening is this RPW Universe in attendance today? Not even pinning after a burning hammer. Not pinning. You are thinking clearer than ever, Miss Rose. DDT off the middle rope. I don't think I can watch anymore. After yesterday's match, Brian Damage, what he done, I don't think I can watch anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really don't. RK reverses, though. RK saying it's time to go to sleep. RK says it's time to go to sleep. You'll watch every moment. Can it just be over already? I understand what you're doing. Daniel's busted open as well. Is that RK's blood calling in? I don't know. I don't know. This is barbaric, man. Daniel rubbing it in to the wise man. Oh, and here we go. One more time. Middle of the ring. A burning hammer. He's not pinning. Daniel wants to make sure RK feels this one. Daniel wants to make sure. RK already got stretched out of Rise yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. He got stretched out of Rise. And now he's going through this torment. Nice kick. Arrogance will cost you, Daniel. I mean, not pinning is a very big choice. Imagine RK goes for a pinfall and tries to see. That's what he's going for. That's what he's going for. Off the springboard. Daniel's down. 2 count, though. 2 count, though. We've not seen like a go to sleep or a future shock or anything. He missed the kick in the corner. I don't think Daniel's been hit with a finisher just yet. From the wise man. Look at the ring, though. Again, we know these two hate each other, and they are showing it full force. This is a pay-per-view-esque match. Cannonball again. In the corner. This is absolutely barbaric. It really, really is. When was the last time we saw anger like this on Friday Night Fury? This is unheard of. The blood down the body, the big bruised rib or whatever that is. RK still somehow able to lift Daniel up though. And slam him down. And RK still showing. This is awesome. RPW Universe. In the corner of the wise man. In the corner of the best in the world. RK is rallying. RK is feeling it. Dangerous to go top rope though. Very, very dangerous, but he connects. He connects though, RK. RK. Oh, RK, relax, relax, relax. RK sees red. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't remember the last time I've seen RK with this look in his eye. This pure desperation. This is anger. RK doesn't just want to win. RK wants to end. The two-time king of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. But Daniel reverses. Daniel reverses. Still not strong enough to lift RK. Daniel into my announcer's desk. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. Daniel sent face first on the monitor, dude. On the monitor. Back into the ring. RK checking the watch. Is it time to go to sleep for Daniel? Up on the shoulders. No. Oh, back first. On the mat, RK in the corner. Taking a look at that is anger personified. I've never seen RK with this look before. Back elbow. Lilith lands her own move. There it is. And go to sleep time for Daniel. RK setting up, ladies and gentlemen. RK setting up. Has him. Daniel reverses. Daniel reverses. RK reverses. Back spine. Buster. Down goes Daniel. Hook of the leg. Middle of the... Oh. My goodness gracious me. In the corner again. In the corner again. Got reversed earlier. Super kick. Again gets reversed. Again gets reversed. From the king of the ring. RK has been unable to hit any big finishing move. Time and time again. He keeps on being reversed. Big, I love you too. Thank you, man. Thank you. Good, I'm focused in the ring though. RK with a reversal. Daniel to the outside. RK joins him. I told you, these two are going to leave nothing in this ring, man. They both might have to be stretched out after this. Their left hands are pummeling the face of RK yet again. They may both have to be taking up blood on the outside as well. A pay-per-view-esque match to main event Friday Night Fury. Match of the year contender already. Daniel sends RK back in the ring. No. Not quite in the ring. Face first on the outside flooring though. Daniel started this match brutalizing and terrorizing the wise man. Daniel back in the ring. Another taunt to the camera. Doesn't want a little count out though. These two want to beat the ever-living shit out of each other. Does not want just a little count out. These two want to make sure the other one cannot walk home after this. They want to make sure their opponent cannot leave this ring. I didn't know what Daniel was going for then. Irish Whip, RK. Definitely the stronger of the two is RK. Back outside in front of my announcer's desk yet again. RK, right next to my table now. Right next to my table. Daniel trips him up though. Daniel. Oh, now it's his turn to send RK face first. Ollie says, RK, please. RK's on the table. RK's on the table, Daniel. What is he going for? Daniel, top rope. Oh, RK through the announcer's desk. Through the announcer's desk. Right in front of me. back into the ring. Daniel joins him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you should see the light of RPW.
Here is your winner, King Daniel.
Oh my God. Oh my God. History, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute